Raquel Thomas, one of the baddest in the universe, one of the realest in the universe. But one thing about Rock that no one ever talks about, but we do over here, Raquel Thomas has a lot of secrets. Whether that's other people's secrets, her secrets, Rock knows what's going on in these streets. Rock has a connection to the streets. You know, they say you don't want to step off that sidewalk onto that concrete jungle, which is the streets. Let me tell you something. Not only does Rock step off the sidewalk, she got 6-inch heels on while she's on the concrete jungle. Rock was with the you know what I mean? This is Rock's story. We got to tell it from Rock's story. Yeah, we go against her when we ain't on her story, but let me tell you something. Rock ain't one to be played with. And like any gangster, if you ain't got a get out of jail free card, aka a snitch card, then you ain't moving enough product. Let's be real. If you are a dope dealer and you ain't got a get out of jail free card, that means you ain't moving enough product. That means you just low on the totem pole. If you get a get out of jail free card, that means you moving a decent amount. Yeah. Yeah. See, them low ranking people, they gonna tell automatically. Those aren't get out of jail free cards. See, those low level motherfuckers, they gonna tell and they gonna still do time. But when you get to Rock's level, most dope boys, if they got to get out of jail free card, Frank Lucas, his ass was snitching. Got a whole bunch of time knocked off. Big Meech, unfortunately, we know what happened to Big Meech. They saying he got to talking. He pretty much, they denied his, but he got some relay snitching going on allegedly to get him up out of there. The only way you getting out that get out of jail free card, you got to have some clout. Yeah. They not coming to the low level selling nicks and dimes. No. You gonna tell, but it ain't a get out of jail free card. You still gonna do some jail time. You gotta move some weight. The power universe, you ain't just getting to get out of jail free card. No. James St. Patrick almost had to get out of jail free card with Angela, but that's because James St. Patrick is moving that weight. You see, they ain't come and talk to no Ray, no Jukebox. You know what I mean? They ain't come talk to them low-level people. So Rock is in the game, and she got secrets, she's hiding from her brother. Now, we know about the get out of jail free card, but we also know that Terry and David, they having a hard time moving that product. Someone that came and shut the whole operation down. Also, we know that the NYPD came and told us that Andre is gone. Now, when she heard that Andre was gone, she already did too much talking. She told the police, what? I didn't have nothing to do with no murder. Like, whoa, Rock. We ain't saying none of that. But I understand where she was coming from. She's like, whoa, that's my lawyer. That's how she's framed. That's my lawyer. I would never do nothing like that. Plus, he done got me out the jam. So Rock is letting Marvin know right now our money is funny. She's trying to elevate herself. Remember, season three was a decline of Rock. Season 4 was that bounce back. You know what I mean? That bounce back. That's what they be calling it. They be in the mirror talking about, I think my butt getting big. It's that bounce back. So Rock is on that bounce back. Remember season 3, Rock was, I won't say rock bottom, but Rock was down there. All she had was a plaza and harassment by Buckley and Roland. But now Rock done already said, I'm going behind Quan's back. I'm going to talk to Afghanis. Yeah, I'm about to go get that for Hasif. Yeah, I'm about to go get that unstepped on. So she telling Marvin, go check on Terry and them. We're going to have to pull up on David because that product, it ain't moving. It ain't moving. Oh, and Andre is dead. I said, damn. Who the hell killed Andre? Hey, who deleted Andre? Who deleted Andre? If y'all know so much, who deleted Andre? Remember, wait, Andre, they said Andre was deleted. Was it episode 1? Was it during the flashback? No, it wasn't a flash. It was episode 2. Yeah, episode 1 was the flashback. Episode 2, they had the dinner. And then they had the dinner because the police came in episode. Well, no, the police came episode 4. So no, it was episode 3. Yeah, episode 3. Yeah, just take the small key, the one that ain't got the keychain on it, on the inside. When you go in, right? Yeah, on that table. Oh man, Kaylee Eaton said Rock's baby daddy, Malcolm Howard did it. Y'all saying Howard took out Andre? No wait, Howard. They got rid of Howard. Well, it was a flashback, episode 1. Howard got popped in episode 1 and episode 10. Damn. Anyway, Andre got deleted. NYPD says, quote unquote, it's a mystery. They go and pull up on David. Now, we know what's going on here. It's a little shakedown. Marvin is handling all the business. Rock talking about the money funding. Why ain't none of this product moving? Oh, man. Real quick, I'm sorry, Kaylee. Kaylee said Unique deleted Andre. We are not talking. We don't have no administration group this episode. You didn't gave away name. You didn't gave up too much information in the chat, man. Kaylee, you got to pay your dues. It's $49.99 to get out of jail, man. You didn't gave up the information. You didn't told us that Unique then deleted Andre. We don't know that. None of us know that. Does Rock know that Unique deleted Andre? No. Does Marvin know? No. Do the police know? No. Kaylee, you can't be giving up that information. Come on. When we get to the administrative group, we can talk freely. But right now, we can't give up that information. Oh, man. Come on, Kaylee. That's $49.99, man. Jeez. You know what I mean? To get out of jail on Monopoly is $200. So, I'm giving y'all the more discount. Monopoly is $200. Put up under free parking. Over here is $49.99. I'm cutting off $150. Yeah, the other round one. It's $49.99 over here. It's $200 on Monopoly. So I'm giving you $159.01 discount. And this is what y'all do to me. Sheesh. Love myself. You in there with you. At least you got your bunkie, Kaylee. Love myself, Charlotte. Y'all telling too much information in the chat, man. We ain't on administrative and we ain't off the clock. We on off the clock. You can talk freely like that. Come on, man. See, this is why y'all can't work for Rock. This right here is exposing us by not being street, but that's a good thing for us because not being street, we can live, we can go have fun. We ain't got to look over our shoulders. Be aware. But yeah, man, we practicing. This is real world training right now. So Rock is over here basically telling David, do what we say or we on your ass. And Marvin is the one that's going to be on your ass. She talking about, yeah, don't mess with our money. David talking about, well, I don't know. Rock said, there ain't no I don't knows. You need to know what the hell is going on. And Terry need to move that work. Marvin got a gun out on him. And he slapped the hell out of him. Look how Marvin slapped the hell out of him. Rock is looking at him like, geesh. Jeez. Bow. Hey, put a 7 in the chat if you've been slapped before. Like a real slap, not none of that play slap. Put a 7 in the chat if you ever been slapped before. Whether it's a parent, a sibling, maybe you got your ass whooped one time and you got slapped. You know what I mean? But be real. Put a 7 in the chat if you ever had the hell slap out of you. You know what I mean? Now, it don't matter about who. Just if you got the hell slapped out of you before, put a 7 in the chat. Now, if I was to put a 7 in, I probably got like 9 7s in the chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got slapped one time. Woo. I ain't gonna say who did it. But let me tell you. My sister slapped the hell out of me one time. Well, bow. Oh, shit. I was just a kid, too. I forgot what I was doing, but she slapped the hell out of me. The same sister hit one of my cousins over the head with a pot because he was chasing after me and my brother. She hit him over the head with a pot and it dented the whole pot. My sister didn't play about us, man. But yeah, she slapped the hell out of me one time. So Rock is basically just telling David, get your shit together and we can make this to happen because you don't want to screw us over. From there, the next time we see Rock, is it with Quan or is it with Hassif? I think it's with Quan first, though, ain't it? Yeah, it's definitely with Quan. So the first time we actually see Rock after she's holding it down, she goes to meet up with Quan. Now, the interesting thing about this is, and I like what Rock did here. Quan said, I see you didn't make your payment. She like, no, I paid. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I give Rock credit for this. He said, you didn't pay what we agreed on. Hell no, we agreed on 20%. 20, little circle, sideways line, little circle. 20%. You ain't pay that. We agreed on that. Rock said, I ain't agree on nothing. I ain't agree on that. I said, damn, that was cold, man. That was cold. I give Rock credit for that. That was cold right there. I ain't agree on that shit. And she didn't even pay it. I thought that was, now we talking about bossed up. That right there is a bold move. Now, I wouldn't recommend any of you guys do that. If you want to make it home at the end of the night, like, you know what I'm saying? You want to go home with your lips, with your fingers, you know what I'm saying? Any of your extremities, then I'd advise y'all not to say it. But that's something that I would probably say. You know what I mean? That's something I tell my boss. Hey, Mo, you only work 20% today. I ain't agree on working on 20%. You know what I mean? That's probably something I would say. Matter of fact, I would have stood up and got on the table and like, hey, nigga, I ain't paying 20%. What the hell? I gotta eat too. That's probably what I would have said. I wouldn't recommend you guys doing that because there is security in there, and I know you guys' reflexes. It's probably like the reflex of a tortoise. Mine's more like the reflex speed of a mongoose. You know what I mean? Quick as hell. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend y'all do that. But she told Quan, I'm not paying that 20%. I ain't agree on that bullshit. Quan said, you know what? I talked to your son. Yeah, Rock ain't know about that. Remember, she told Rock, Rock ain't know Kanan when came and talked to Quan, but remember she told Kanan what? She said, I might not be able to trust my son, Kanan. I gotta be able to trust my business partner. Kanan that went behind her back, man. Kanan that went behind her back. And they called Kanan out about that loyalty. Kanan went behind Rock's back to go and talk to Quan. Kanan said, the hell with my mother. I need that product up front. Let me cut out the middleman. Now, Quan has already been stomping Rock out the game anyway. Everything that Rock does, he's complaining about it. Everything that Rock does, he's like, hell nah, get her up out of here. 20%. He's trying to get her to quit. But one thing about Rock, she ain't no quitter. And she told him straight up, nigga, I ain't agree on 20%. I ain't agree on 20. Man, you better get up out my face for some 20. The old Trump ass tariffs. You know what I mean? You putting these ridiculous ass 20%. I mean, every 100, I gotta give you 2. I gotta give you a little 20 big. Hell no. I gotta give you 2 tens? No. 2 tens, 20 band, that crazy. No, hell no. Hell no. M 200. Oh no, hell no. 20% more? No. I ain't agree on that shit. But Quan said, well, to get the fuck out of here, because I talked to your son. Yeah, your son's backdooring you. So Rock caught off guard again. Rock's like, wait, my son? And then he throws a little jab in there. I hope you're a better mother than you are a business. I said, damn. Anytime someone calls out your parenting skills, I don't know what it is about parents, but parents, they get so angry whenever you talk about their parenting skills. You ain't got no kids. Don't tell me what I need to do with my kids. You go to a doctor, nigga, and you do what the doctor say. When the school call you for your dumbass kid failing his classes, you do what the school say. So they telling you how to parent. Don't be mad at me because I'm giving you some advice. Quan took it to another level though, because it's like, all right, we're gonna throw jabs in. I hope you a better mother than you are a business partner, because you ain't doing no business with me, and you owe me that 20%, or I'm on your ass, or your brother gotta go, or your other brother, or your niece, or your son. Somebody gotta go. I said, damn, Quan. Damn, Quan. I don't think Rock ready for this. Damn. So Rock get up out of here. She ends up getting the page. Now, let me ask you guys this though. Who do you believe paged Rock? That's one thing I was wondering about. I know they were showing the whole family getting pages to come to the hospital, but I think Rock is getting a page from somebody else. I don't think that this guy, Rock already got the page about Joyce, because we never see Rock go back to the house or do anything. So I'm thinking Rock got text or got a page for somebody else, and they just want us to believe that it was the family emergency. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, the obvious would be she's getting the page, everyone's getting the page, grandma's in the hospital. That's what the page is for. But I'm thinking that this might be something else, man. I don't think that they just gonna throw this in here for Rock to get a page, but she doesn't show up to the hospital. She didn't even show up to the house. So I think they trying to throw us off with this. And, you know what I'm saying? All right, we thinking she got a page. Nah, this got to be a page from somebody else. Yeah, Rock was taking her time. Rock didn't give a damn. Rock was in there chilling. But she gets told to get the hell up out of there by Quan. And straight from there, she goes and sees Hospice. Hossif. My bad. Now he in here with his tea. He in here with his tea. He told Rock, look, I'll call you. Don't call me. You know when people call to solicit your house, don't call me. I'll call you. But Rock showed up. And this is because, hey, we got to get the show on the road. Why? Because Quan has basically dissed Rock and told her to get the hell up out of here. So when she goes and talks to Hassif, he's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. I told you I'm gonna call you. She said, no, I had to come up here. I need to get that work right now. Now, Hassif, he's a businessman. Now I'm assuming that he has a little more stake in the game than Quan does. Also, you know, the first marijuana that was coming to the States was like from Afghanistan, Iraq, and stuff. Obviously, this is back in the 70s, and they were definitely a little more relaxed than they are now. But back in the day, they used to copy from there. And then obviously opioids coming from over there also. So that's what he got. That H is coming from him. Now, when you got the Colombians, you're gonna get the, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get the cocaine. You could get some poppy seeds down there also, but a lot of the poppy seeds come from the Middle Eastern countries. So that's where he comes in. They're gonna be moving that H. Now, of course, you got crack and the cocaine, but that H, it move a little bit differently. You know, that H a little more than, because they say crack is cheap. And then the purest cocaine, yeah, that's gonna be on the high end, but a lot of people can't afford that. But the opioids, those are premium drugs. So this is where he comes in. And Rock is like, look, I need this right now, man. I got the infrastructure. I got what you need. Let's make it happen. But for him, this is a huge risk, especially he knows that there's territorial ops. He knows that people are fighting for goddamn share market here. He's like, man, I don't know. Whoever's backing you, I need to meet with him. Basically, he wants to go and meet with the bank. Who's putting the security behind you? Who is vouching for you on a higher level? What did I tell you? You ain't really moving dope until you get that get out of jail free card. They won't rock the tail on the top dog. So unless you selling a lot of work, they don't care about you down there. You still gonna get probation. But when you get to the top and start telling on who's above you, that's when they let you off with no time to get out of jail free cards. All them people that be snitching, they still be doing time. But when you tell on the top, oh no, you get protective custody, you get out of jail for free. You ain't got none of that. So he's like, just set up the meeting and we'll make it happen. And that there is pretty much Rock's story. It's pretty much Rock's story. Roxanne. That's Rock right there. Do we think that Rock and Hassif, this is gonna be a good deal? It seems like it's gonna be smooth. Now I know he was upset. Imagine you at home drinking your tea. And then who the hell is that? Oh, it's Raquel Thomas, sir. Who? The black lady that came with a business proposition. Oh shit, what does she want? Yeah, bring her in. She do look good. I hope she got on that perfume. Chanel #9. Oh yeah. What's going on, Rock? I need that work. Well, I need to meet who you work for. Yeah, so he basically told Rock, look, I'm gonna call you, don't call me. We're gonna make sure this is right. Now, I would have been a little iffy about this. I would have definitely thought this was police type vibes. Like I told you, I'll contact you. If you pushing up like this, I gotta assume you either desperate or you working with the law, which means you're desperate anyway. But it is what it is. What y'all think about old Raquel? She making boss moves?